disinfection. Okay, now what is the disinfection? What are the types of disinfection? How the disinfection work? That we see one by one. Whether my screen is visible, whether screen is visible,
Yes,
yes
sir.
or no? Okay, now disinfection, the process which is a disinfection is the unit which is provided after the filtration. After the filtration, uh, uh, all the impurities are going to remove, other than the microbial mass, other than the microorganism. Okay, suspended impurities are going to be removed, fine particles or fine colloidal particles are going to be removed, and some amount of microorganism, but not all. So some of the microorganisms, some of the pathogens are remain as it is into the water body, and so that it needs to be treated. If you are supplying the water after the filtration, that is not acceptable. That is going to be affecting on the human health. Your water looks is clear and crystal clear water, but there are impurities, there are pathogens, there are microorganisms which are very small size, which is not visible through the eyes, that are remain in the water body. Sometimes spores of that bacteria also remain there. So that spores, that particular pathogen has to be killed, has to be removed, so that water is going to be safe for drinking. So regarding that, some of the terminologies are there that we discuss. For the sterilization, sterilization is what I think. Sterilization, what you observe in the hospitals, the particular instrument is sterilized, the particular bed is sterilized. Some words are there you observe. Sterilization is what? Killing all forms of microorganism, killing all forms of microbial life, including the bacterial spores, vegetative pathogenic and non-pathogens are killed. Everything is going to be killed which is in live state, either in the spore, either in the egg form, that all are going to be removed, all are going to be killed in the process of sterilization. But when using the word disinfection, in the disinfection, somewhat little bit difference is there. In the disinfection is the process by which pathogenic organisms only going to be targeted, the organism which going to produce diseases. So that particular pathogens organisms are going to be removed in the disinfection process, but not necessary all microorganisms or spores are destroyed. Not necessary all microorganisms or pores are destroyed. That is your disinfection process. In the disinfection process, we are targeting only the pathogens which are harmful to the human beings. So that when you're doing the disinfection process on the site, it needs to be provided very disinfectant agents are there. That disinfectant agents are targeting the only pathogen, because every is, for example, if we are all our human beings are there in the human being, everyone is not going to be at the same time, because it is depending upon the immunity of that particular person. Same thing is there. You have to adjust the dose such a way that only pathogens are going to be targeted, because some of the microorganisms are required for our body, or our in our stomach, in our intestine, the micro crores of microorganisms are there, and they are doing the breakdown of the material, breakdown of the complex form to the simple form. So that function is going to be played by this microorganism, so that our digestive system based on the microorganisms. If the microorganism is not there, then your digestive system is going to fail. Most of the time when we see when the dysentery is going to be occur, in that case, uh, the or everyone suggested that is you can go for, you can take the curd. Okay, dahi म्हणतो ना आपण, the curd, that in the curd there are thousands of microorganisms are there, that we are intaking the microorganisms, what we are improving our digestive system. So we require some amount of microorganisms for our health, but at the same time we have to destroy the pathogens which are not required, which are producing the diseases. So that is the main difference between the sterilization and disinfection. Sterilization means what? Killing everything. Disinfection is what? We are targeting on the pathogens. According to that, you can maintain the dose so that disinfectant or pathogens are going to be targeted. So this is the basic difference between the sterilization and pathogen disinfection. Now, when you will dealing with the common sterilizer and disinfectant, that is sterilizer most heat, dry heat and ionization radiation also going to be expected here. We can maintain the heat temperature up to 121 to 160 in case of sterilize. While disinfection can be occur by different ways, the physical and chemical. Physical means what? Ultraviolet radiations are there, and hydrostatic pressure. By the pressure difference we can achieve the disinfectant, as well as by using the ultraviolet radiation. I think most of the houses the filter is there, small compact filter most of are using. In the filter, two important operations are there. One is the filtration, where the impurities are going to be captured, and second is the ultraviolet tubes are there or bulbs are there. What is the role of this ultraviolet radiation? To kill the pathogens. So this way the physical operations are there. If you go for the chemical, the alcohol, phenol, ammonia and iodine, these chlorine species nowadays, due in the pandemic of corona, the chlorine is going to be play very important role. Most of the houses, most of the hospitals are going to be disinfected by with the help of the chlorine. I think most of you see the in the medical store also you observe the cans are there, sanitizer can and hydrochloric, or we can say chlorine scan, chlorine solution is also available. So that chlorine is going to play very important role to kill the pathogens, to kill the organisms. As well as the ozone is also there, one of the element which is going to be used. Now, if you consider these all types of disinfectant in India, uh, we are using chlorine as a disinfectant. We are mostly in the water treatment plant. We are using chlorine as a disinfectant, but as compared to the other state, as compared to the other nations, if you see US or if you see the England, all developed countries, they are mostly using the, other than chlorine, they are using the disinfectant. Other than chlorine, they are using the disinfectant. We in India, we are using the chlorine disinfectant, chlorine as a disinfectant, whereas in the developed countries, they are mostly using the ozone, instead of chlorine, because chlorine having some disadvantages. If the chlorine is more in the water body, you observe there is specific color or specific smell is there. Sometimes that smell is going to be objectionable. At the same time, large consumption of chlorine for the large duration, there are chances of cancer. So there are chances of cancer also there if you consume the chlorine for the larger duration with higher dosage. So there is chances of cancer production. So it needs to be avoided. For this reason, most of the developed countries not using chlorine as a disinfectant. But India, we are using because in our treatment plant, in our water distribution network, the water distribution networks are not fully closed or fully, we can say, leak proof. There are so many leakages present in the water distribution network. In that case, what will happen? Uh, After the treatment, if the treatment plant is Vadagaon water treatment plant is there, and you are living in the Qatar's area, so 2 to 5 kilometer distance is there. So from the water treatment plant, whatever the water is going to be living, that water is free from everything. It's what drinkable water, but due course of transportation from the Vadagaon to Qatar, there are chances to enter some foreign particles or foreign bodies. So in that case, how to tackle this problem? So for this, chlorine is used, because in the chlorine, if you apply the chlorine treatment, what will happen? There is a residual chlorine. Residual means what? Chlorine remain in the water body. Chlorine remain in the water body. That is called as the residual chlorine. Okay, residual chlorine means what? It's going to be residue. I think most of you heard the word residue. Residue means what? It is going to be remain there. It is going to be remain there, residual chlorine. So the residual chlorine is going to be remain a residual chlorine, RC. Chlorine is in the form of residue in the water body, and that is going to help during the transportation. Means that residual chlorine is going to act as a soldier. Again, I am giving the example. Your water treatment plant is at Vadgaon. After the treatment, you observe the water is fit for drinking, but your water is going to be transported from the Vadgaon to Katras. 2 to 3 kilometer distance is there. So during the transportation of water, whatever the water lines are there, that water line should be required watertight. But sometimes what will happen, there are many leakages are going to be observed. Result of that, what will happen, foreign bodies, impurities, pathogens are going to be enter into the water body. So at that time, what will happen, your residual chlorine is going to play the role of soldier. Once the foreign particle enter, what will happen, the residual chlorine going to act on that and kill that pathogen, so that your water is going to be safe for the longer distances. So this is the advantage of residual chlorine. This is the advantage of chlorination, because the chlorine is remain as it is in the residual form, and result of that, this chlorine is going to be used as a disinfectant in the India. Whereas in the developed countries there is no necessity, because their water lines are fully watertight and fully censored. All sensor are installed. Within second they can easily identify where is the leakage. So that problem that doesn't arises with the developed countries, but we in India, that major problem is this one. There is a that chlorine species that remain, and that is going to be play the role of residual, that play the role of killing the microorganisms. So this is general about the overall discussion about the disinfectant. Note down what you want. Otherwise, I think I will share the PPT, then you can note down afterwards. So the physical disinfection is there, and as well as chemical disinfection. In the chemical, various disinfectants are available, but India we are using chlorine as a disinfectant. Now, once you understand what is chlorination, what is disinfection, what is sterilization, then we go for the next part, how the particular thing is going to happen. So disinfection is what? Destroy the pathogens, destroy the pathogens, destroy the pathogen enough added to provide residue in the distribution. Means what, this chlorine is going to be destroy the pathogen, as well as some residue is going to remain as it is into the distribution network, so that your water is safe for the longer distance also. Now, how the disinfection process works? The first is what? Damage to the cell wall of the microorganism. First is what? The chlorine molecule damage the cell wall. Take the coronavirus. In the coronavirus, what are the spikes are there over that corona? That spikes are going to be damaged by the chlorine molecule. So that the chlorine is most widely used in the killing the pathogens or killing the particular coronavirus. At the beginning, I think, at the beginning of the epidemics, corona cases, I think India we are using the chlorophyll tablets. That chlorophyll tablet having the chlorine molecule at the beginning, but afterward the treatment is going to be changes and more advanced, more alternative is going to be available, so that chlorophyll at the beginning chlorophyll they are using, and most of the patients are going to be recovered from that. So that is going to be damage to the cell wall of microorganisms. So once the cell of microorganism damaged, what will happen? Alteration in the cell permeability. What will happen? Permeability of that cell is going to be changes. The chlorine is going to enter into the cell, and changing the colloidal nature of the cell protoplasm. Means what? What is the colloidal nature of the cell protoplasm is going to be there, it's going to change. The result of that, the microorganism doesn't work, doesn't act as per the requirement, and that is going to be dead after some time. Means what? After that, what will happen? Inactivation of critical enzyme system responsible for the metabolic activities. What are the metabolic activities are perform in the microorganism that are going to be stopped by the inactivation of the critical enzyme. Means what? If this is the microorganism and this microorganism having this nucleus, as in the nucleus, and critical enzymes are here somewhere, enzymes which are responsible for the microorganism. What will happen at the first step? What will happen? The breakage, which for the first time, the damage the cell wall. The cell wall is going to be damaged by the chlorine molecule. Then what will happen? After that, the chill permeability of the cell is going to be changes, and the colloidal nature of that particular micro cell is going to be disturbed, changes, and at the end, what are the active enzyme responsible for the metabolic activity that cell, that are going to be stopped, and or after at the end, the microorganism is going to kill. So this way the mechanism of disinfection works. This way the mechanism of disinfection works. Now already we discussed the chlorine is a disinfecting agent we are using in India. So how the chlorine works? How the chlorine reacts? What will happen when you add the chlorine? That we see now. What will happen when you add the chlorine into the water body? That we see now. Now, what will happen when you add the chlorine? After the addition of chlorine into the H2O, this reaction is going to happen. Chlorine plus H2 plus, that will give the HOCl and HCl. HOCl is what? Hypochlorous acid. OCl is what? Hypochlorite ions. HOCl and HCl, this HCl is unstable, that HCl is going to be converted into OCl. So this way the OCl formation takes, this HOCl is going to be converted into the OCl ions. That process called as ionization. Means these two compounds are produced, HOCl and OCl, after the addition of chlorine into the water body. And these two compounds are going to play a very important role in case of disinfection. HOCl is more effective than OCl. HOCl is what? More effective than OCl. Which is effective? HOCl is more effective than OCl. HOCl is more effective than OCl. So we need the effect near about 70 to 80 times the HOCl is more effective than OCl. And this HOCl and OCl formation is depending on pH of that water. This formation of HOCl and OCl is depending upon pH. See, on the x-axis pH is there 4, 5, 6. And the y-axis, two y-axis are there. This is the HOCl and this is OCl. See, if the, and this way temperature is also going to play a very important role. Formation of HOCl, OCl. The different temperature lines are there. Just I will show you 0 degree and 20 degree. Go for 20 degree. Go for 20 degree line. If the pH is 7, if you see this, you draw this line, it cuts somewhere here. Okay, so how much HOCl is there? How much HOCl is here when you maintain the, if the pH of water body is 7, how much HOCl is here?
70.
And at the same time, how much OCl is there? 30. Yes or no? So 70 plus 30 comes to be 100. Means what, when you add the chlorine, HOCl and OCl produce, and the combination addition of this HOCl OCl, that produce 100%. So this is the indication. If you maintain the pH 7, what will happen at 20 degrees Celsius? HOCl we are getting 70 and OCl get 30. Similarly, if you maintain the pH 6, see, if the pH is 6, if the pH is 6, what will happen? How much HOCl is there? How much HOCl is here? How much HOCl is here? किती HOCl इथं? 90 ते 100 मध्ये, बरोबर?
Yes, sir.
So assume 95. So 95% HOCl is there and OCl we get 5%. So total combination means what? If you reduce the pH up to some level, see up to 5, you will get the more quantity of HOCl. You will get the more quantity of HOCl means what? More disinfection is effective. More effective disinfection is possible when you maintain the pH 6. You maintain the pH 6, the disinfection is going to be possible. More disinfection is going to be possible. Understand? Yes and no, what I'm saying? What I'm saying, if you maintain the pH in between 5 to 7, what will happen? In between 5 to 7, we'll get the more quantity of HOCl, and HOCl is more effective than OCl. We require HOCl instead of OCl. And if you may increase in the pH, what will happen? Suppose pH 9. How much HOCl, how much OCl? Tell me. At pH 9, how much HOCl is there? How much HOCl is here? किती है?
Between 0 to 10.
That is, I can say 5. And here 95 OCl is there. Means what is the concluding remark? If you making the increase in the pH, what will happen? Disinfection efficiency get reduces. You need to maintain the pH in between 6 to 5 to 7, so that the maximum HOCl production is possible and maximum disinfection is possible. So this way, the chlorine disinfection with chlorine is going to be occur. In this way, the disinfection of chlorine is going to be occur. So you draw the graph. I hope you understand what I am saying. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Two formations are there: hypochlorous acid and hypochlorous ions. Hypochlorous acid and hypochlorous ion. These two molecules are produced after the addition of chlorine. These two molecules are produced after the addition of chlorine, and HOCl is more effective than OCl. HOCl is more effective than OCl. So need to be considered this HOCl OCl. Is it okay? Understood? Yes or no? And when you're dealing with the mechanism of disinfection, what will happen? The first step is what? Damage to the cell wall of microorganism, then alteration of cell permeability, then changing the colloidal nature of cell protoplasm, and inactivate the critical enzymes which are responsible for the metabolic activity. And overall, at the end, the particular microorganism is going to stop the working. Means what? That particular microorganism is going to kill. So this way, the particular thing of disinfection works. And the chlorination, why we're discussing, in the chlorine is the most used disinfectant agent in developed countries. As chlorine is the disinfectant because the chlorine having the property in the form of residue. The residue of chlorine is there in the water body, and that is going to play a very important role during the transportation of water from the water treatment plant to the consumer. Water treatment plant to the consumer, so much kilometers are there, and in this transportation of water, there are chances of enter the foreign bodies into the water body. So in that case, the residual chlorine is going to be act as a soldier. Residual chlorine is going to be act as a soldier, so that the chlorine is going to be mostly used as a disinfectant agent in the India. And this chlorination process is producing two types of ions, that is the molecules, the hypochlorous acid and hypochlorite ions. The HOCl, hypochlorous acid, is more effective than OCl ions. Hypochlorous acid, HOCl, is more effective than OCl, and this formation of HOCl and OCl is depending upon the temperature and pH. It's depending upon temperature and pH, and if you maintain the temperature, if you maintain the pH in between 5 to 7, there are more chances to get the HOCl production, means more effectiveness is there. If the pH is going to be exceeded above 7, in that case what will happen? The OCl ions are going to be remain mere in the water body. But HOCl is more effective than, near about 80 times more effective than OCl. So our aim is to maintain the HOCl concentration into the water body as much as possible, maximum, so that more disinfection is going to be possible, more disinfection is going to be possible in that case. Understand? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.